With the run game struggling, Browns did get creative with the way they were using their running backs. Offense coordinator Tommy Rees talked about what they have in Dylan Sampson.
A lot of credit to our coaches on that one. That was definitely part of the developmental part with Sam when he got here, trying to work those things, find ways. We want our best players on the field, and usually at running back, there's one of those guys, a little bit like quarterback. But if we can find different roles and different ways for him to impact the game, that's impactful. Like the run game we just discussed, I don't know how many like wide or swing routes we threw to Samp that are turned up into 9, 10, 11-yard gains that became kind of pseudo runs, just different ways to get him involved when things aren't clicking as much as you'd want him to. So, again, frustrating on the run game part. I got to get that fixed. But to make sure that you still don't lose sight of some of those players in different ways that they can impact games.
And along those lines, Dalton, they had the ball for 30. You look at all the numbers. They had the ball for 35 minutes, roughly plus 11 minutes time of possession, and they lost. But Sampson was a guy, he got it in space, and most times the first guy wasn't bringing him down.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely tough to tackle as a runner or as a receiver, and I think that's going to be an emphasis in this backfield. And even with some of the receivers, and you talk about the rookie tight end Harold Fannin Jr., that's something he did very well at Bowling Green as well. I think Coach Rees there made a good point about just giving these guys easy opportunities. You talk about extensions of the run game. That's the term coaches like to use a lot. Give those guys opportunities behind the line of scrimmage in space. Don't force them to go into those tight spaces between the tackles all the time if it's not there. Offensive football nowadays is about getting your athletes in space and allowing them to use their talent one-on-one against tacklers. So Sampson's always done a great job of that. Last year at Tennessee, of course, when they didn't have a great offensive line either, he made people miss all the time. And I think the Browns are starting to stack up guys that they think can do that on an NFL field.